I know.
What I saw, what I heard.
The events as I would recall them.
I cannot speak for what I have not witnessed.
Jekyll! Break it down!
He's in there within.
Stand back!
Is it him? Is it?
Let me begin. Diary of Miss Gabriel Utterson, solicitor. A relation of mine named Enfield. We meet for dinner once, twice a year to discuss legal business. On one of these occasions, we decided to visit our friend Ofta and somehow allowed our conversation to take us from the route. A wrong turn, a narrow lane, and suddenly we came upon a door.
This door. Tell you a story, please. Some weeks passed, coming home from some God-forsaken place at the end of the world. I took the same wrong turn we did just now and found myself upon this spot. Saw a girl, the child almost, running through the street and coming around the corner, out of her sight, a man. The two came together at the same time and collided.
Oh! Enough!
Stop it!
He knocked her over!
Grab him!
Are you hurt, my darling?
Is she hurt? Oh, if he's hurt you, if he's crushed your little brain!
Call the constable, we should!
What about a doctor?
Yeah, that's right. A doctor should be called!
There is no need. The girl is not armed.
Here now, why'd you knock her down?
It was not intentional. I was too much nice to reach my door.
This door is where you live?
Is
What is your name, sir?
Hyde.
Hyde, you owe this girl an apology.
I apologize.
Not enough.
No, it isn't.
No, what would be enough?
I think there are damages here.
Damages? You mean I have to pay the girl?
A family, then.
Oh, well, I'm a mother. Well, I'm a mother's friend.
I think we could put the matter at rest for the sake of £20.
Come inside.
None of us wished to go inside. It was a bad street, and the door, combined with the man's demeanor, suggested an entrance that might not portend an exit. Still, we went inside.
Check, £20. Note the bank is beyond reproach.
How do we know that there are funds to cover the amount? The girl's mother can't cash the check till Monday. By then, you could be on a steamer to who knows where.
This is a letter from an associate of mine. Confirms the funds and pledges to make good on any overdraft. Will that be acceptable to you, Mr. Enfield?
Yes. Yes, this will do.
May I have it back then? The letter?
And with that, we left. I gave the check to the girl. The girl ran off. The crowd dispersed. The incident forgotten.
What then keeps it in your mind?
2 points. The first, the fact that he called me Enfield.
Well, that is your name.
Yes, but I didn't tell it to him.
And the second point?
The name at the bottom of the letter. It's someone we're going to see tonight.
Who?
Henry Jekyll.
Right. My dear Enfield.
My dear Lanyon.
Utterson?
Lanyon, we seem to have walked into the midst of not some little bird.
Yes, Jekyll has made a proposition, haven't you, Henry?
Oh, it wasn't a proposition. It didn't even have the force of argument to be anything close to a proposition.
Oh, we're late in coming. Do fill us in.
We were talking about this murder.
Murders.
It took place in Scotland, which explains a lot. A burglar, fairly common criminal sort, I should think. Wouldn't you, Utterson? It's your profession after all, crimes in court.
A solicitor does all she can to make sure her clients stay out of court.
This housebreaker was good at what he did. Hadn't been caught in the end, huh?
19 months to be exact.
Yes, Jekyll's up in the particulars. 19 months in the fellow isn't caught. Has a job, wife, family, friends, and then one night, the neighbor hears something. Crash, bang, screams, rushes next door to find the man in the middle of his kitchen, covered in blood. Yeah, he slaughtered his family, his wife, his child.
Children, number two.
Obviously, the wife found out her husband was a housebreaker. She confronted him. He did away with her child, sees the wife done away with. He got away with as well. And so on the line. But when the police arrived to find the fellow covered in blood, right-handed, as it were, what does the fellow say? He says, "What have I done?"
It seems an innocent enough expression of disbelief, although innocent is not the proper word.
I agree. Man murders his family, says rhetorically, "What have I done?" the way he'd say it to his confessor or God. But Jekyll hears those words differently than I, don't you, Jekyll? Jekyll hears them as...
What have I done?
Jekyll thinks the question was not rhetorical.
So the proposition?
Well, it is possible the man believes he did not commit the crime. In his mind, the crime was committed by someone else.
And that, gentlemen, is where you came in and where I go out. Jekyll, thanks for the dinner and brandy. I'll see you at Dr. Carew's lecture in the morning. Oh, the bastard's got a good one tomorrow. Prostitute done in by a dog. Carew's going to determine whether she died from the canine ripping through her neck or from a disease carried by the canine's teeth. Full dissection. Tickets are going fast.
Poole, open the other brandy, would you?
Yes, sir.
Now, you two are late in coming. I thought you said 9 o'clock.
We came around the long way.
You look upset, Henry.
Do I? Well, I suppose that I am. It's the way that Lanny and I happened on the subject of the slayings in Scotland, you see. It has to do with Dr. Carew.
I don't understand.
Dr. Carew wants one of the bodies for dissection purposes.
Heavens, the murderer?
No.
The wife?
He wants one of the children.
Can't be legal.
Well, that won't stop Sir Danvers Carew. He's taking soundings around hospitals to see if there's a way to get a hold of the bodies. Now, I'm the chair of the ethics committee, and he knows that Lanyon is my friend, so he asked Lanyon to bring it up this evening.
I suppose an argument can be made.
For what? Dissecting the cadaver of a child?
But can't the body of a child be of as much use, medically?
No, there is no use to it. We know what the children die of. We know what happens when a cutter is brought down upon a head. We know what happens to the blood vessels and the internal organs when a blade is shoved through the viscera. No, there is no use. Carew just knows that it is of interest. I'm sorry, this man does not bring out the best in me.
Well, then I'm sorry to bring up what may be another sensitive subject.
Enfield, let's not...
Wait, what is it?
Well, now I have to tell him. Told Utterson a story on our way over here. Back by the canal behind the street, I saw a man who'd done a girl wrong. Insisted he pay for the privilege. He gave me a check. I doubted it, and he showed me a letter confirming the funds that
Signed by Henry Jekyll, yes.
Yes.
We wondered why you would allow yourself to put your name to such a piece of paper, especially since, well, put plain, he's not quite your sort, Henry, is he?
Well, he has done me services in the past. I cannot approve of his actions. In fact, I do condemn him. I hope you both know me well enough to believe that.
Of course.
Goes without saying.
But I do owe Edward high debt. You see, after he met with you, he came by and told me, gave me an accounting of the incident. He felt very ashamed and felt he could no longer claim my friendship, so he returned the letter to me.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. When I realized just this night the proximity of that house to this one, it was a cause for alarm for me.
There is no need to fear. You shall not apprehend his likeness again.
Ah, I see.
Well, I don't. Enfield said it. Tell him the thing that troubled you when he said it.
Well, he called me by my name. How could he have possibly known that?
Is that all? No, you see, he saw the two of us out on the street after lunch at your club last month. When next we spoke, he asked who you were, and I told him. Simple as that.
Well, that's all cleared up. Wouldn't you say that that's cleared up, Utterson?
Yes, of course. And that was the end of the evening. When Enfield and I parted, I returned to the street behind the canal and found again the door. Enfield was right. The place was much closer to Henry's than I would have thought. In fact, one would almost say it backed onto his garden where his laboratory was. But the point was moot. No lights shone from within, no smoke rose from its chimney. Mr. Hyde was not at home.
College of London Hospital, 3rd year notes from the lecture of Sir Danvers Carew.
And its aftermath.
The brain, as you can see, gentlemen, is small, albeit distended and disformed, emblematic of the woman's moral decay and sensual rapaciousness. Her intellect spheres noticeably dwarfed in comparison with those areas dedicated primarily to the pursuits of lust and degradation. Her neck and throat, the area with which the dog took issue, have been bitten, the salient point being the evidence of ripping. Her face, though once possessing a not unattractive visage, has also been chewed upon, therefore disfigured. There's no need to look upon it further. Her breasts, however, remain exemplary. Her sex is swollen, as one would suspect without observation, but observe we shall, for that, more than the brain, is the true heart of the feminine spirit. In this creature's case, the case of the diseased and depraved streetwalker, the engorged nature of her vaginal canal divined its own end and signed her death warrant. That gentleman concludes the lecture.
Rot!
Who's that?
Rot! Bad signs and evil-mindedness.
Jekyll. Dr. Jekyll. I am the chief surgeon of this hospital, and you...
Sir Danvers, you say that her brain is small. Of course it is small. She's been dead for 3 days without hydration. It has shrunk, as any of ours would shrink in similar circumstances, as your brain would shrink if further shrinkage were possible. Now, as for some parts of her brain being dwarfed, as you put it, that is because the body was obviously improperly stored in a tilted position, causing what blood remained in the head to gather onto one side, thus bloating the tissue. As for what you call her sex, it is swollen because the woman was raped, and those canine tears around her neck are not the result of teeth, but rather a clumsy attempt to mask a murder by making it look like the attack of a dog. I wager they're from boot nails or cobble's pick. As for the rest of your assumptions, including the location of her soul, well, I leave that to a higher knowledge. Now, cover her. If you want lurid depictions, Sir Danvers, buy a postcard from a Frenchman.
Sir Danvers, is class dismissed?
Due to the interruption of my lecture, the whole shall be dissected tomorrow. Jekyll, I shall see to you in short order. Out of my way.
I apologize for my outburst, but it was a long time coming. You see, as physician, you will be presented with cases in which the choice comes down to what you can do versus what you should do.
How does one tell the difference?
What you can do is determined by your learning, your expertise, your reputation, and the power that society bestows upon you in recognition of these gifts.
And what you should do, what's that determined by?
Your character.
Don't you mean the soul, sir? You do believe in the soul, don't you, Dr. Jekyll?
I believe that we give names to things that we cannot comprehend. There are parts of the mind that we cannot study because we cannot see them. We cannot feel them. But there our deepest dreams and desires live. Call that a soul, if you like. It does not care what name you give it.
But if the soul is a part of...
Students, I believe these are questions better suited for the college chaplain. Go to him, he has little enough work as it is. Diary of Dr. Henry Jekyll. Why could I not tell them there is no soul? Tell them that, and word will get round that I'm Jekyll the agnostic, Jekyll the atheist, the God naysayer. More fuel for the fire, more ammunition for Sir Danvers' crew, that pornographer of death, that corrupt charlatan who holds sway over idealistic young men who will be healers. And tomorrow, he wields his butcher blade again.
Doctor, will you be dining in this evening?
Leave the tray outside the laboratory. I will be working all evening. And cool. No services.
Well, of course, Doctor.
Let's change.
Item in the London Weekly News. A cadaver from the College of London Hospital was found missing in the early hours of last evening. The remains, belonging to a deceased female in a recent police case, had been procured by the hospital for dissection by the noted surgeon Sir Danvers Carew. The thieves, for it is assumed the strength of at least 2 men was required, entered through a window in the lecture theatre, where the dissection was to occur this morning. In its place was discovered the head of a pig, freshly slaughtered, and wearing a monocle on one eye. The police are questioning members of the hospital faculty, as well as students, staff, and purveyors of the pork trade.
Let's change.
Letter from Sir Danvers Carew to the Board of Governors, College of London Hospitals. Sirs, it is my duty to issue complaint in the matter of Dr. Henry Jekyll. To wit, Dr. Jekyll has, on numerous occasions, demonstrated chronic manifestations of disrespect and insubordination. In addition, for years now, his sole work consists of the costly importation of roots and powders for distillation into suspect tinctures at ruinous expense for the laboratory.
That's not true. No, my experiments take place in my laboratory at my expense. And as for these tinctures being what you call suspect, that is because they are foreign.
You see, he admits it. The man spent fully 2 years abroad in every cesspool he could find, every GG food. Gentlemen, I have had enough of his fairy tales and opium dens. Utterson, you represent Jekyll. I assume you're here to give him advice and protect his interests.
To the best of my waning ability, yes.
Then advise him this. The Board of Governors meets in a week's time. Jekyll may do one of 2 things before that. Make a public apology for his outburst yesterday morning. And by public, I mean in person, in front of the college, and a letter in the Times. Or prepare to face my full wrath. Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, Henry. I'd hoped a less learn on it tonight.
Yes, it was a waste of time. We're sworn against each other.
How do you see the board going?
I'll take Sandys. Henry is right on his side. Sir Danvers has power.
Sir Danvers Carew. If he cannot cut into it, he cannot fathom it. You know, he rails against voodoo and savages, and then stands before 100 students and gives credence to all manner of superstitious... Utterson, I have seen in jungle clearings and island shores levels of understanding advanced beyond anything ever contemplated in a college lecture hall. I met a diviner in Suriname once who could calm his nerves by closing his eyes and humming a bird song. A priest in a South Seas hut who with one draw on a pipe of yellow smoke would leave this reality for another plane, serene and at peace. There is a difference between the brain and the mind.
Yes, but how do you get to the mind without going through the brain?
You find an open door, one that no one has ever used before, that they don't know about. And once you've crossed its threshold, you'll find not one mind, but two. Two streams within the consciousness, one on the surface, the other subterranean. Utterson, think on how your flesh warms when your bow enters the room. Think on your fear when a hansom cab comes barreling around the corner and you dash for safety faster than you ever thought possible. Our minds are fueled by blood and bile and secretions triggered by all manner of stimuli. Coursing through our veins is the river of the old ways. Before man created morality, when humans hunted for food, we killed for dominance and copulated for pleasure. There, buried deep inside, we still have those instincts. They have not died, or else there would be no empire. But we still see glimpses in a madman's eyes, in a killer's gaze, in the rage of a father who beats his child. If we could find the correct balance that would isolate those rages, those horrors, would we not pursue their cure?
You're talking good and evil.
I am talking the nature of man.
So you mix your powders, concoct your potion, banish ill will, anger, perversity. What do you put in its place?
Serenity.
Well, there'd be no work for me, that's certain.
Utterson, you don't know what peace of mind means until you've been tortured by its opposite.
But if you can trade mad rage for an angelic temperament, surely the reverse can happen?
Yes, but what sort of man would seek out a beast when all he wanted was peace of mind?
Even a beast must be fed. Does Carew know about Edward Hyde?
Hyde? I don't see how he's pertinent.
We are oft judged by the company we keep. I'd stay clear of Hyde until all this business is over.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Why have I not heard of Hyde until now? Is he a friend of some standing?
I have known him longer than I would care to admit, but he's only taken up residence this past year.
Would you like me to have a look into? There's a firm I use. Call me. Name of Sanderson.
No. I asked you here for advice concerning Carew, not Edward Hyde.
Well then, I advise you apologize.
No! Never.
Once again, my professional opinion is soundly rejected. My bill will follow.
Let's change.
That evening, I went back to the street where Hyde lived and watched the door. No one went in, no one came out. I was just about to give up my post when a clock told midnight and I sensed something in the alley. Miss Hyde, my name is Anderson, a friend of Dr. Jekyll. Visiting him as often as I do, I'd hope to make your acquaintance, but we never seem to cross paths.
How did you know to find me here?
Dr. Jekyll told me.
You lie. He never did!
Just as a light was upon us, a hansom cab came passing, its lamps casting their yellow glow across Hyde's face. The man was younger than I, but his desires had ravaged him, crippled him, his features like that of an old and evil child. Hyde had disappeared to the other side of the door, and I was once more in the dark.
Diary of Elizabeth Ann Jelks. I went to see the fiend.
What are you doing here? Answer me! What are you doing in my room?
Your name is Hyde?
Who said, tell me!
My mother. My mother said this is where you live.
Who's your mother?
You gave her money. For my sister. She plays in the street. You gave her
We had a run-in.
You gave her a check.
And it was cashed. The bank is prompt in its reports.
My mother drank the money.
Oh, well. Your mother has her priorities straight. You still haven't answered my question. Why do I find you in my rooms?
I wanted to see the man who would do such a thing.
Trample a child and take a stick to her? You can find that in any home in London.
Trample a child and pay for the privilege.
Well, you've seen him. Now go. How did you get in here?
Your landlord is a man, I'm a woman.
Well, why didn't you come before? The check was cashed a week ago.
I don't come back that often.
Back.
Home, my family's house. I work near Charing Cross.
Oh, got on in the world now, did we? Got to go learn the trade and got herself a room above a shop. What are we, milliner's assistant, clerk at a sweets emporium? I'd say you were a governess, but you haven't had the breeding. The girl, your sister, she all right?
She's forgotten the encounter already. The only reason anyone remembers the occurrence is because of the check.
I assure you I did not pay willingly.
Some of the men from the street said they threatened you if you didn't.
It was not their threat I feared. I could have killed them each and every one.
Could you not kill him too?
Yes, but the police take notice when a gentleman gets his, but you... If you were found dead in the street tonight, the constable that came across your corpse would have like sell it cheap as blow his whistle. Find yourself upon a gurney being cut into bits. A penny a pound! Don't say you're not afraid of me, Elizabeth.
I am afraid.
Then run.
What if the door's locked?
Risk it. It's your only chance.
Do women always run from you?
They never run.
Afraid to?
Paid not to.
What else do you pay your women not to do?
Never say no.
You're sad. You have to frighten women to keep them. You have to pay them not to go.
And what makes you so brave?
You'll never know me well enough to understand.
The door's not locked.
I knew that. You didn't slip the bolt.
Wait. I'm not always at home when friends come calling here. They know me at this place. If you ever have need, what do they call you?
Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
No. Tell me more, and I'll know how to find you.
Dr. Jekyll, are you all right?
Poole, I heard a scream.
It was you, sir.
What?
It was your scream, sir. I heard it all the way up to my room.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake. Did you hear me come in?
Yes, sir.
How long ago?
An hour, not more. You came in from the laboratory. Do you not remember, sir?
Yes. Of course I do. Did I say anything in my sleep?
You cried out as if you were calling someone.
A name?
Yes.
What was it?
Elizabeth.
Nightmare. Bad dream is all. Go back to bed, Poole.
Yes, sir.
Elizabeth.
Let's change.
Notes from an interview between H.K. Lanyon and Dr. X. 'Twas the dead of night, and as usual I couldn't sleep, so I'd gone downstairs to fix something when... Jekyll! Good God, do you know the time, man?
I saw that your lamp was lit, and I figured a Scotsman would not waste good oil on empty rooms.
You look like the morgue. Sit, I'll get you...
No, nothing, Lanyon. I've come here to consult with you about a patient.
You haven't been a practicing physician in years. Your preference, as I recall, is lecturing on the stupidity of your colleagues.
Yes. Well, this is a special case. He came to me, I could not say no.
Tell me the history.
But I must ask you first on your oath that you will hold what I impart confidential.
You knew I'd keep your confidence when you saw the lamplight.
Yes. Well, I cannot name the patient. I cannot name his condition, for it has no name. But imagine him a drunkard or an opium fiend, if only as a metaphor for his condition. Now, if I told you that his first experience with these spirits or opiates they were an experiment, that he was testing himself as much as he was testing the effects of the stimulants, would you believe me?
Bad ends often have, in a sense, misguided beginnings.
And if I told you that this person was fully aware of his actions while under the influence of these stimulants, no matter how deep he got into his debauchery, would you believe that as well?
Of course, the pleasure he experiences from his debauchery is the point.
Well, as of late there have been occurrences when he cannot remember what has happened. It's as if a hand has pulled down a curtain and blocked his view, and hours seem to have passed, and no matter how hard he tries, he cannot remember what happened. The best he can recall are sounds, shapes, and name. Is there a term for that?
Yes, it's called in its Latin root a blackout. Jekyll, a drunkard forgets, an opium eater hallucinates. It's symptomatic of the addiction.
No, he is not an addict.
Of course he is. You've nearly quoted a textbook.
No, there must be another answer.
None but the obvious. If he's not lost to spirits or narcotics, then the source of his condition is internal. The man is mad, a danger to himself and others, and consequently not the sort one can treat in a consulting room.
What do you mean?
Henry, do you have reason to fear for your patient's safety or for the safety of others?
Yes.
Then you must have him confined in an asylum.
Let's change.
Journal of Henry Jekyll. I instructed the servants that I may be away for a few days because of business.
Let's change.
I came home by way of Regent's Park. I don't know why. It was out of the way. But it was Sunday, late in the afternoon. And I had spent Saturday with my mother and sisters always, and that's never pleasant. So perhaps I just wanted a bit of green and birdsong before I went back to Charing Cross. I stopped at a bench just off the path, and I saw him. Are you following me?
Yes.
I knew someone was.
Did you hope it would be me?
I never hoped to be followed.
Well, seeing as I don't know where you live, I have little choice but to.
You could have asked. If you asked, I might have told you I work at the Charing Cross Hotel, where I share a room with another girl, 6 nights a week. Come back to my mother's in Soho on Saturday, stay the night, then return to the hotel by Sunday noon.
Following's more fun.
What is it you want?
Oh, stop! I want.
What?
I want to slit you in two.
I want to rend you on the green.
I want to ravish you and ravage you and leave you bleeding.
Tell me.
I want to see you.
I want to see you.
I didn't know how to see you, but not be seen.
I didn't know how to see you and not be seen.
I should be back by now.
So why ain't ya?
The girl I share a room with. She's gone for the week. I won't be missed.
Don't say that!
Go on.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't have to go back to my room tonight.
Stay with me.
Where will you stay?
Offer her a place.
I can offer you a place.
Take me there.
Journal of Henry Jekyll. Past entry 3 days ago. I lost 3 days. I do not know myself.
Let's change.
Initial meeting between O.F. Sanderson, personal inquiries agent, and a prospective client. The letter told me to expect the gentleman or officers come nightfall.
Agent Sanderson, I believe you've done work for Utterson, the solicitor at Queen's Court, I think.
Yes, sir. Did Miss Utterson recommend our services?
No, I happened on your card when I was last in her offices, in her chambers. I do believe a retainer is customary.
Perhaps you could tell me what would be the nature of the services you require.
Well, first I think it's an idea to know what is permissible within the law, within the ethics of your profession.
Sir, not to interrupt, but why don't you tell me what you want, and I'll tell you when it starts to get sticky.
I want you to follow a man.
Do we have a name?
All the pertinent materials are in the envelope. Where he lives, where he banks, where you're next to find him. I need to know his movements, his affairs, his friends, particularly those that he meets with. Especially one individual, a woman.
This woman, is she a lady friend of yours?
No.
Wife?
No, there's no one. But I think her name might be Elizabeth. I need to know who she is, where she lives, and can be found. All of these you will detail.
When would you like us to start?
Tonight.
And in following Mr. Hyde, should there be any precautions?
Yes, there should be every precaution.
Let's change.
Report. At 6 o'clock, I found myself outside the door where I was told the subject, Edward Hyde, could be found. Within an hour, he exited his domicile and went by foot to various establishments in Whitechapel where he is known. To a public house.
Wide incidents of violence were attested to. All such incidents met with money, spread to quiet complaint.
To a chop house.
Well, I'd spent the better part of an hour writing what appeared to be a letter, the which, upon his exiting the establishment, he posted in the nearest box.
To a house of ill repute.
Where Hyde spent an hour with one of its ladies in a private room. The name he asked for was Elizabeth.
He used chloroform to render her still, but not unconscious. Then he applied acid to her face, her torso, most of her body. Her back he left untouched until the end. He used a blade and carved on it 2 words. Wrong one.
He knew you were following him.
I assure you I was discreet.
I'm certain that you were, but he knew because, well, I told him. Wrong one. This woman, Elizabeth.
That weren't her name.
But you said he asked for...
The madam who runs the place said Hyde asked for any girl named Elizabeth. There weren't one, but the madam didn't want to lose a client, so she had one of the other girls pretend.
So her name, in fact, was...
Something else. Shall I follow him again tonight? Perhaps he'll lead me to the Elizabeth you seek.
No, I don't see the point. He's too clever.
Dr. Jekyll, Utterson's here. She says it's urgent.
I'll see myself out the back way.
Henry, I received this less than an hour ago.
What is it?
You sent it just last night. I should think it would be fresh in your mind. It's your will.
In the case of my decease, disappearance, or unexplained absence for any period exceeding 3 calendar months, all possessions of Henry Jekyll are to pass into the hands of my friend and benefactor, Edward Hyde, who shall step into my shoes without delay and free from all burdens and obligations.
Handwriting's not at all like yours. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were drinking. What in God's name were you doing in Whitechapel? And what possessed you to make $750,000 sterling to a man like that?
Do you know the man? Have you met the man?
I have, in point of fact. I followed him 5 times over the last 5 days. I spent asleep in an alley, his face doused with lamp oil and lit by a match. Brothels, cellars, dens of iniquity, every evil act you can conceive.
He's not committed a capital crime.
So that's our standard. No one's murdered yet, so he's still on the side of the angels. I'll wager he didn't tell you about the woman.
What woman?
I spent nearly every night of the last week. It's all there.
Elizabeth Jelks.
Chambermaid, works at the Railway Hotel at Charing Cross. I know I did this without your consent, but I wanted to prove to you once and for all what kind of man Edward Hyde is.
And what kind of man is he based on your investigations?
A villain, a brute, a predatory beast who knows neither care nor conscience. But then, perhaps he has another side. Henry, is Hyde blackmailing you? Does he know something about you?
He knows everything about me. Of him, but I only know what he lets me.
That's in your favor. As long as there is no evidence that Hyde is leading you with him on his sojourns, you can't be implicated. I beg you, whatever involvement you've had with this man, whatever bond, whatever hold he has upon you, cut yourself off from Edward Hyde.
I shall. Yes, the decision has been made. Utterson, your entreaties have moved me. I shall rid myself of Edward Hyde.
You're resolved in this.
We will speak no more of him.
Let's change.
Register entry, night porter, Charing Cross Hotel. Time of arrival, 10 o'clock. Name of guest, Smith. Address, none. Will this room do, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Is there anything else, sir?
Yes, I would like another pillow.
There's one in the dresser, sir.
Then I would like a third.
I'll send one up.
Sir, you requested a pillow, sir.
Yes.
Oh, your hand!
It's nothing. I cut myself. An accident. Rather clumsy.
Have you had it seen to? There's a house physician that might be able to help.
Yes, it's been tended to. I just can't seem to stop it from bleeding.
It's the littlest injuries sometimes that make things difficult.
Yes, but thank you. You're very kind, Elizabeth. That is your name, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the porter. She told me.
You've stayed at the hotel before, sir?
No, I'm a local to London. You see, but I have a train early come morning. I thought better part of wisdom to stay the night close by.
That's the convenience, sir, the hotel being over the station.
Yes, one of the parts of a city that a city dweller never sees. Hotel rooms, the Tower of London. You know, there are whole neighborhoods that I have not traversed in over 30 years. Streets just beyond my own house that I would be a stranger to, and yet they're just within my sight.
Is there anything else, sir?
No, that's good. Thank you. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night, sir.
Will you be on duty all evening, Elizabeth?
No, sir. The other chambermaid comes on till morning.
Where?
Now?
Ah, so you have a place you stay in here, or are you going forth this evening?
Sir, I am expected below. If I do not go below, the housekeeper will come looking for me.
Oh, no, you misunderstand me. My intentions. I have no designs of impropriety of any sort. Look, I can pay you.
Sir, I must...
No! Stop. I am sorry. I apologize. I am not my best with women. My talents, they elude me. If you knew me, you really know how harmless I am, and I assure you that your husband will have no reason to call me out. Do you have a husband?
No.
Surely a gentleman friend then.
manager this evening. Does he wait for you?
I never make him wait.
Does he threaten you when you don't do what he tells you to?
Open the door.
No, don't go to him.
I'll
Not
free
tonight. No, he won't be there. He will never be there again.
Who are you?
No, Elizabeth! Elizabeth!
Help! Help!
Let's change it.
Pool.
Doctor,
Key to the laboratory. There it is. Inside the laboratory, near the chemist's cabinet, there is a chest. Inside the chest, you will find clothes, boot, hat, a cane. Get rid of them. Destroy them. Burn.
yes, sir. Now, sir.
No. No, not tonight. Let it wait till morning. I'll give you the key then. I have a few things I have to close up first.
Good, sir. Good night, sir.
Let's change it.
Diary of Dr. Henry Jekyll. This shall be my last entry regarding the case of Mr. Edward Hyde.
It's been almost a full year since the first successful manifestation. A year since I found the correct balance, a tincture that would engender the transformation and reverse it. Isolate the essence of the being and bring it back to its original state. Start the blaze, then put it out.
I feel as if I have not slept in years.
Perhaps I have. Perhaps I'll come to believe that this was all but a nightmare, and I only dreamt of him. Edward Hyde, one last time.
I thought you wouldn't come.
I'm here. I'm here. You're trembling.
It's nothing.
Something happened.
No, I...
Don't lie. It was a man. Who was he?
A man at the hotel. He took a fancy to me. They do things like that all the time, just the way. He was harmless.
Describe him.
A gentleman, I suppose.
What do you suppose he does for a living?
A clerk of some sort. He seemed frightened.
And yet he scared you.
What he might do scared me.
Did you fancy him? A gentleman, precise and polite, coins in his pocket to tip to help.
Where am I now? Who am I with now? I came last night. You weren't here.
I was under restraints. No!
What is it?
I hate this room!
You said this was our world, this room.
Horrid and stinking, but good for...
Don't!
Other rooms have sunlight and windows and doors. Why have you come here?
I love you.
No, don't say that. Never. Never say it.
Must you break my heart to hurt me?
I have never hurt you. Have you told anyone about me?
You know I haven't.
You would if you had no choice.
I chose to come here, didn't I? I choose every time. I chose you. Oh, my darling. Hush. Shh. If I could take away the demons in your head. There's just us, remember? Just us in the world. You and me, we two alone. Where? There's blood on your hand. Are you hurt? Did someone harm you?
No, get back! Don't come any closer! I came tonight to say goodbye.
You're leaving?
Yes.
London?
Yes.
For where?
Near, far away.
When will you come back?
Never.
What have I done?
It isn't anything
Is
you...
it because of that
It
man
has
at the
nothing
hotel?
to do with...
There was nothing.
I am not the master of my own fate, though! I only dreamt I was! I leave here tonight and we are at an end.
So what am I to do now? Marry the desk clerk who's been after me? The tailor's assistant with the stammer and good prospects?
Give them a glance, and I'll tear them open from tongue to tail.
You love me.
Go! Go! Get out! Go from this place and never return! Go! Henry Jekyll. I would kill you if I could, but you're my vessel. The good grey corpse that carries me to my desires. No, I cannot kill you, though you certainly would kill me, but annihilate Henry Jekyll all the same, I shall. Let's change.
Police statement. Margaret Mary Walsh, parlour maid. This is my testimony to which I swear. I was sitting at my window in my room, overlooking the park, when I saw a man. 2 men, actually, moving along 2 paths from opposite directions. Between them, I could see the point at which they'd meet. As they reached it, one of the men ever so slightly tipped his hat and gave the other a look.
Forgive me, I thought you were someone else.
Karoo!
And then the other man turned, wheeled on him, and spun his cane in the air.
Ah!
I wish I could say I called out at once, but I was too shocked at first. And then the taller man raised up his hands and made some noise.
Stop!
What any of us would say. But
Stop!
the other one kept swinging, twice, 12 times. When I had me wits about me, I pulled open the sash and called for the constable. I'm sorry. The better in me would have called out sooner, but the bad in me